March 4th, 2078.
Let's see. This is Martin Daniels, Lieutenant of the United States Corps of Engineers. Or at least I used to be, before the bombs. Mr. Sanjay wanted me to keep a record of my time here in Kanawha County, so here goes. I'm not a psychologist or anything. If I know anything, it's that depression has been the leading cause of death here in West Virginia, second only to radiation sickness. Sure, it's obvious why. We lost everything. But we lost a lot more than family and friends. We lost the comforts that made life bearable, the familiar things. Well, if there's anything that could uplift the spirits of the responders and the people they're helping, well, what's better than Nuka-Cola? The moment I saw the factory on the map, I knew that's where I had to go. As far as I can tell, all the machinery is more or less intact. All it's going to require is a bit of oil to grease up the gears, as many glass bottles as I can find, and a few wrenches to keep it maintained. After all, I've heard these bottling machines can be quite finicky. Bottles jam in the hoppers the moment you stop paying attention. I blame the bottle designers. Sure, the shape is iconic, but having to clear broken glass from the feeders every hour is a pain in the ass.
March 12th, 2078.
17 crates ready to go. I had one myself and my Geiger counter spiked. It was perfect. Selfish part of me tells me we ought to charge for them, considering how rare they are anymore. All the vending machines in Charleston were looted in the first 2 weeks. But who would do that, honestly? I mean, it's not even that paper money has officially lost its value. There are so many orphans in that city that need some kind of comfort, even if it's just a bottle of ice-cold cola. Well, they might not be ice-cold by the time they get there, but you know what I mean. To my sheer disappointment, the storage tanks for the strontium-85 had deteriorated. No, melted. No doubt by the strontium-85 itself. It was never meant to stay in storage tanks for long, anyway. There was certainly a bright blue glow. Didn't dare reprogram the systems to process Nuka-Cola Quantum with contaminated radioactive ingredients. Ugh, I had a clean one before, and I felt like my brain was being smashed with a fruit-flavored brick, along with my pee glowing blue for a week. I heard people die flavor tasting the thing. Sure, they're just rumors, but I'm not about to go try and get the recipe wrong on purpose. I didn't much want to disturb the administration side of the factory, but curiosity got the better of me. I explored the taste testing booths, and what I found blew me away. I can't type in entire non-disclosure reliability papers into a holotape, but holy hell, they're pretty brutal. Even donating plasma for the war effort didn't have this many terms of agreement. And one of the taste tests I read sounds like the guy ascended to nirvana. No thanks, I'll keep my mortal mind restrained to reality, I think.
April 2nd, 2078.
Oh boy, I'm glad I'm all the way out here and not in Morgantown. Heard Captain Lockett and Chief Mayfield have more than a bad feud going on between them. Can't believe Mayfield fired on students of BTU. I didn't go to no fancy-schmancy university, but kids are kids. It's not like a few broken windows and walls of graffiti are going to affect us any worse than the gosh darn end of the world already has. Keeping that in mind, I sent 15 crates, 96 bottles times 4 columns for those keeping count, up to the university. Made certain to send a message to the boys that the Nuka was for the fire department, the police, and the students. A liquid peace treaty, if you like. So, for the month of March, that's 97 crates sent out, 43 to Charleston, 25 to Morgantown, 8 to Flatwoods in exchange for 2 more mechanics and machine parts, 7 with medical teams, 6 to BTU, and 8 given out free to refugees who pass by the factory. I'm going to be very sad when the ingredients in this factory run out. I've seen a lot of faces brighten up when drinking Nuka-Cola again. From what I hear, the next closest Nuka bottling plant is in D.C., and I'm not about to travel east. From the stories the refugees tell me, the capital got blown to hell and back. I realized that offering irradiated soda to already irradiated people wasn't a good idea. Just the opportunity of tasting America's #1 soda again. made people happy. These moments make enduring the factory's lack of air conditioning and constant assembly line malfunctions worth it. Ha! Who knew the Nuka-Cola Corporation would become a non-profit?
May 16th, 2078.
Well, it was too good to last. This Tuesday at 2 o'clock, those red lights came on and the line halted. All the ingredient tanks were empty, except for one, with a peculiar scent of 17 fruit flavors and rubbing alcohol. Better yet, when I opened it, an explosion of flies burst out like the damn plagues of Egypt. It wasn't until I checked the terminal out of panic that I realized that this particular tank was disconnected from the line. A few of the boys saw it happen. They all swore to secrecy. Dodged a very large bullet there. I'm not about to tell anyone. But this morning, Captain Larkin and her fellow officers stopped by the factory and congratulated us personally. I couldn't believe it. It's not just soda, she told us. It's more than just morale. It's a sign that we can bring the whole world back again with a wrench and a bit of willpower. That made this whole venture worth it. She even told me my captain of the guard, Brother Tom, sent his gratitude. Apparently his men loved the factory's particular post-war taste. Anyway, the boys and I cracked open the line's last bottles of icy cola with Captain Larkin and her group. We sent the last 4 crates with them as well. Now it's just cleanup duty. We'll scavenge what we can and send it off to Charleston. Wonder where me and the boys will go next. I hear there's a giant teapot right up the hill, and I'm dying for some authentic sweet tea.